Poor people.
People eating food they should not eat.
Boy. Bleep.
Poor.
All right. Boy, that was a weird cut.
We're back.
What happened there? That's kind of odd.
So people were opening up these old TVs.
Yeah.
And thinking, how can I fix my TV? I've unplugged it, so it's safe. Let me put my hand across this giant capacitor. Dead.
And my brain is pretty mossy. It can pretty much, it grows all sorts of stuff. And then I'm like, all right, but whoa. But I'll forget to attach an attachment to an email. Something stupid like that. Or I'll misspell something so simple. Yeah, I'm awesome.
How do you TBE, that's how I always spell it.
TBE.
T9 word.
T9 word.
So, last video that has no audio in it, we discussed your mind and how you can wander for days because it's so vast.
I forgot about that. And hey, in that last video, we were like going over the credentials and the fact that you have that paperwork.
And we have no credentials.
Oh, that's right.
In this video, we now have no credentials.
So is this capturing audio? We've been going for 16 minutes. Let's hope it's capturing it.
It better be.
Well, it's the only thing in this entire video you can hear is that snap that you just have. Yeah, so, alright, so I have just a generic AA degree from a community college in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. I know that sounds prestigious, but don't let the incredible... I abandoned it because it wasn't as funny. I thought something was funny in my brain and I just let it go.
Isn't that the school that's right next to Harvard? That Harvard looks up to every day?
That's the school. No, that's the school that has a bluegrass festival every year. It's like the main source of economic stimulation in all of that town. But it's pretty intense, so like camping.
I was about to say that. Worst joke alert. Caution. That's intense.
That's intense. Camping is intense.
Okay, so you were saying credentials.
So I have an AA in that. I don't have a 4-year degree specialized in any sort of thing. I don't have a AA specialized in anything. I just basically it was my core classes for a 4-year degree I was planning on getting, but then I wasn't really passionate enough to get into debt in any of the fields of the schools that were around, so I've just kind of held that 2-year degree.
Which is still a 2-year degree.
Well, it's not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's more than a lot of people around.
You can read, you can write.
I can read at a 5th grade reading level.
Wow. It's actually
I learned how to read when I was young. So what are your credentials?
Well, first I went to a community college in Western North Carolina.
Ooh.
How many points is it if I hit a construction worker?
Wow. If he's really... like walking right next to his truck, it's 23. Ooh. You get the additional 2 if you hit him and he still holds his cones in his hand.
He lands it. Yes.
He lands at 25. Perfect score. I actually saw the movie that reference is from.
Really?
It's called Toxic Avenger. I'm sorry. Toxic Avenger. It's like this really low budget B movie.
Okay, so I went to a community college.
Yeah, please. Wow, that was weird. And we're back.
Again.
What's going on?
So I have my basic AA from... Can we say the college name? Yes, Malin Community College.
Malin Community College.
Which is actually a very good school.
Welcome to Malin Community College, which is actually a pretty good school. That should be the subtitle. Wilkes Community College. Actually pretty good.
Or I should dub over what you just said. Me talking. I'm from
Malin Community College. Actually a pretty good school.
So then I got my electronics degree there. It's just a 2-year.
Okay.
But it was actually a better program for stuffing things into my mind than my 4-year college.
Oh, really?
Yep. So I went to East Tennessee State University.
East Tennessee State University. Actually, not bad.
But actually not as good as it could be.
Not as good as it left me wanting more. I was able to master the tech. What did you get your 4-year degree in?
I have a 4-year degree in biomedical engineering.
Oh, gotcha. So you can engineer biomechanical beings, cyborgs, basically.
I work on cyborgs.
I build cyborgs.
So, true fact, which is typically how facts work.
False fact, the polar bear's left eye is always larger than its right eye. Well, wouldn't that be weird if that was true?
That would be. And you're the one that discovered it.
In my brain.
In my brain. So I was wandering my brain, and
I found out this really fun fact. Actually, when I was 8 years old, I don't mean to interrupt the middle of your story with the beginning of mine, but when I was 8 years old, where most kids are thinking about, I want to trade my Pokemon cards, I was thinking about, I'm pretty sure that when I do this with my fingers, even though it looks like and feels like they're touching, I bet you there's a small, thin layer of atoms
Infinitesimally small
in between there. So my fingers aren't really touching. There's so much pressure that they're not. Come to find out, that's actually fact. You're never... Just go around to the right, the left, You actually don't touch, which is... I read that and found out, I can't remember where I read it, but they actually proved that there's actually such a small space between any touching items.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy crap, I was thinking about that stuff when I was 8 years old, and I didn't have any sort of scientific background. I was just thinking, well, man, I wonder if that's the case.
Hold on. Homeboy just took our spot. We've been coming here for the past year in that exact same parking spot.
That dude really just...
You know what gets me?
Chafes my butt.
Grinds my gears.
That really chafes my thigh.
They were crazy. Anyway, I have credentials. You may hear about them again later.
I'll make fun of them at some point.
I will too.